Everyone, so let's begin with our new chapter, which is chapter number 13, photosynthesis and higher plants. So let's begin with the introduction. So what is it saying? It is saying that all the animals, including human beings, depend on the plants for their food. We need food, okay? We all need food, that everyone knows, because food provides us nutrition. Right, so we need food because it provides us nutrition. So every human being needs it, and we are dependent somehow on our plants for our food. And the plants get their food from the process of photosynthesis. Okay, so plants also. Okay, so they make their food by the process of photosynthesis, right? They make their food by the process of photosynthesis, and those organisms which can make their own food are called as autotrophs, that we have read also. So it is nothing to tell you about, and which cannot are called as heterotrophs. Heterotrophs, those which cannot make are called as heterotrophs, right? So what is it saying? It is saying that some other organisms depend on the green plants for the food, which are called as heterotrophs because they cannot make their own food. That's the reason why they're dependent on the others, right? Wait a second, something has happened to the pen. Cool. So, which are dependent are called as heterotrophs, and green plants carry out photosynthesis for making their food. And photosynthesis is a physiochemical process, and in which they use the light energy and to derive the synthesis of organic compounds. Okay, so it is a physiochemical process. Physiochemical process, and ultimately all the living forms on the earth which are dependent on the sunlight only, right? So we are dependent on the sunlight for everything, right? So photosynthesis is an important due to two reasons. First, it is a primary source of all food on earth, and it is also responsible for the release of oxygen to the atmosphere by the green plants, because only due to the process of photosynthesis, look at the writing, only due to the photosynthesis we get O2, because it is a byproduct of photosynthesis. No, I was very sorry for this. Photosynthesis, we get O2 because it is a byproduct of photosynthesis, right? So next, what is it saying? It is saying that, have you, okay, we are done with it. So now we are going to talk about the photosynthesis. Well, we know about the photosynthesis a little bit, but we need to discuss it in deep. Okay, so we have some pigment. We have a pigment called as chlorophyll in green plants, which is present in the leaf, and which is the only thing which actually traps sunlight, which actually traps sunlight. Like this is a leaf, the chlorophyll present in it will actually trap the sunlight. Okay, next it is saying that, have you ever carried the experiment of that like we have some of the experiments that that tells us that how the presence of stars is important, why it is important. Like if there will be no light or CO2 or chlorophyll, we can say that does the photosynthesis occur, does the food will get made or not. So that's why we have to do some experiments. Okay, let's talk about the first experiment. In this experiment, what we have to do, we have taken a part of a leaf. Okay, we have taken a part of a leaf. It is closed in a टेस्ट ट्यूब. ठीक है, टेस्ट ट्यूब में क्या है, KOH सॉफ्ट कॉटन है, KOH सॉफ्ट कॉटन which absorbs CO2. Okay, which absorbs CO2. We have KOH soft cotton which what does, which absorbs CO2, while the other half is exposed to air. We have two portions of leaf. Okay, let me tell you how it is looking.